A very good morning to you, all our delegates, to the inaugural Franchising for Africa conference brought to you by the Franchise Association of South Africa and lead sponsor ABSA. Now, after many months in the planning, 9 to be exact, we finally here. My name is Zugelwa Solomon and I work for ABSA as a senior communications specialist with particular focus on investments, the market, as well as the state of the economy. Now, before joining ABSA, I spent many years as a journalist for one of the business news tube stations in the country. Well, there's only two, so you don't have to strain your brain trying to figure out which one I worked for. Now, we've all seen the news cycle and the devastation that the coronavirus pandemic has caused. And it's safe to say that we are all aware of that devastation and to observe social distancing protocols. Therefore, we come to you, or rather we welcome you to this inaugural FASA ABSA Franchising for Africa conference through a virtual delivery, what has now become the norm, and how you and I have to network. However, thanks to technology, these webinars are becoming more sophisticated. As you can see with this one, you get to sit at a table and chat to your neighbors. And if you want to mingle, you can also hop over to other tables and of course other floors and choose which speaker you want to listen to. Well, for today's proceedings, we're putting the focus on the tenacity as well as the resilience of the franchising sector and looking at its future recovery as well as growth. We will be doing this over 2 days and over 2 streams, over today as well as tomorrow, the 26th of August. So let's get straight into it. And now it gives me great pleasure to welcome the FASA chairperson, and that is Pertunia Sibanyoni, to give us her opening address. Over to you, Pertunia.
Good morning. It is indeed a privilege for me this morning to welcome you all. FASA's virtual conference could not come at a more crucial time as the business sector comes from not only the extended pandemic, but more recently the devastating fallout from the recent looting and riots. Everyone in business, whether directly affected or not, will feel the long-term effects of recent events as business try to claw their way back to profitability. The devastating effects of the pandemic has taken its toll not just on the business, but most affected, but in terms of the many people in the industry who have come down with either COVID-19 or have succumbed to other illnesses. We would like to take this moment to remember some of the shining lights in our industry. Kurt Ileshko, who was FASA's historical custodian, Pierre Van Tonder, who took the Spare Group to new heights, our beloved franchise trainer and consultant, Annie Baptiste, and many others like Andy Rona of A+ Students, Christian Reddy of Co-Lay Foods, and Dr. Veni Andrew, CEO of Addict Assist, who have lost their lives. Understanding what is happening in our world, both globally and locally, it is crucial navigating a path to recovery on our 2-day conference will certainly cover all these bases. Our thanks must go to ABSA, particularly James Noble, who is an avid supporter of franchising and FASA, who sponsors this event together with franchise coaches and Grow Global, allowing us all in the franchise sector to reassess, regroup, and renew our faith in the franchise business system that has served us so well for over 40 years. At the beginning of 2020, when FASA released its 2019 survey results, the picture of franchising was not at its optimum. But as an industry, we were still contributing almost 14% to the country's GDP through over our 800 franchise system, over 48,000 outlets, and employing over close to 500,000 people. And we have over the years provided the winning formula of small business development, entrepreneurship, and job creation. Franchising has come to a crossroads as it looks back to the past 15 months of devastation. And whilst we know that franchise businesses seem to have fared better than independents, FASA felt it was time to bring together all key stakeholders to disseminate the challenges and changes and to look ahead to the trends and innovations that franchising is known for. The rioting and looting in July, coupled with the ongoing effects of the pandemic on the economy, prompted FASA to add our voice to the many business associations that have taken government to task for not providing adequate agent security and support during this trying time. FASA's newly appointed CEO, Freddie Mahato, has been tasked with one of FASA's key strategic objectives of lobbying government for urgent interventions, and to this end, we have been attending meetings with both the President, the Minister of Small Business, and the Gauteng MEC and Premier, who have formed a task team to assess the damage and jointly find relief solutions. Let me invite you to enjoy this two-day bonanza with some of South Africa's most respected franchise, business and legal consultants will weigh in on where we are at and what needs to be done to take franchising to the next level. We also have invited economists, futurists, and industry representative bodies to weigh in as well, and will also put a spotlight on the 4 key sectors: restaurants and quick service restaurants, consumer services, FMCG, and automotive. So whether you are a franchisor or a franchisee, an entrepreneur or supplier, or are looking for a new career path, this is your chance to be part of the solution as we navigate the road to recovery. I would also like to wish all our phenomenal women who have joined us a happy Women's Month, and may we continue to be trailblazers.